Hello Internet, this is Sparenavria and welcome back to Factorio Dangerous. Last time we did some wall building, some other stuff, prepared for a new iron mine and automated concrete. So let's see what we can do now. Most likely I'm going to go straight into the main bus and work on that because we can start preparing for other things, but I also want to get the refinery set up and that might be problematic. Thankfully, we have a coal deposit right next to the thing, but I don't know how safe of a place it would be to just dump the refinery over there. I'll have to figure it out. But anyways, I'm going to see what I need to get and begin building. Most likely, I'm just going to use the local coal for the refinery and hope for the best, but don't know what will actually be done at the moment. I'm going ahead and take out some new bases, and I'm going to have to automate the production of solar panels and laser turrets. And that might take a while to get started. Landfill, I don't know if I've researched yet, and I do want landfill so I can build solar, offshore for solar, which would be very useful in the future. Under the main bus stops with military science, so... Okay, let's see. Solar panels, laser turrets, and accumulators, I tend to just shove at the same place, but... Oh, it didn't even get solar panels researched. Well, either way, I'll just extend the bus now and worry about other stuff later. That's expected being attacked in the west, but I am not going to be able to handle that for a little while now. Also, that's not a good... Okay. 2 more sets. Right now I'm building where my allotted slots for processing unit and stuff for, but that will be rectified, adjusted at a later point in time. You know, I'll just make a bunch. I'm going to need all that anyways. Pump jacks. I'm going to need oops, I don't want kills. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 pump jacks. I'm also gonna need miner drills. And walls and gun turrets and ammo. I have walls, gun turrets, and ammo. Thankfully, I have them right here. I don't think I'll need that many, but I'll take a bunch. Chop up. Am I limiting on red science? No, I'm not limited on science. Oh. It's just an issue of lab efficiency. Okay. Are you dead? So, I'm going to need to figure out how I'm going to do this. There's no good place to enter from. So I'll just let's see. I want landfill and solar. How's power doing? Acceptable. I don't have. Well, I can expand a little bit more for power, but I don't want to. Let me get more grenades so we can blow up more stuff without having to deal with all the problems associated with. Yeah. I don't remember what the stack of grenades is, but it's good. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how I want to connect this, but it's not going to be perfectly symmetrical no matter what I do. So I want to go and set the landfill automation, and also want to place lamps, which I guess I didn't do. I also want to automate lamps, so I have a stack of 50 whenever I want them. That should come pretty soon. I think I'll actually make a bus thing for that, because I do use lamps very often, and they are very nice to have. But that's not a priority at the moment, so. Thankfully, it's just that one nest. Okay, they have worms, as expected. Also, I need to up my defensive capabilities because. Okay, I want to fix that up. Pack up elsewhere. Also, there is a thing up there, which I will have to deal with soon. The question is going to be whether or not I make this as an annex of the base and just build a wall out, or if I do another solution. Okay, worm is dead. Now, claiming the land is a pain in the ass because it's just a giant forest. If I want to claim it, I'm going to have to go around the long way, it seems. But I'll see how far I can get. That's just a single nest. I can take it out. Oh, fuck. That was a little more deadly than I would have liked. Out of range. This is why I need laser turrets. They have a significantly better range. Just let me shove the thing in. There's another worm I have to deal with. Ugh. They have another worm. Thankfully, worms can make great pets in this game. Did they actually shove that through the trees? Without like any interruptions? If so, wow. Also, it just perfectly lined up for some reason, which is a little scary because it's not supposed to line up perfectly. But I'm not gonna complain about that. drag power over. So redundancy is an excellent thing. I will adjust defenses as necessary in the future. I'm actually thinking about like collapsing that entire area under my control. Whether or not it works is a different story, of course. How many walls do I have? Probably not enough. So my next raider is going to go here. I will build it. And I will drag power here later. How's my pollution doing? I am outside of my pollution cloud. Excellent. I am going to aggro that thing though. Which is not a good thing, but I can't do much about that. I'm actually not going to bother with that coal, so I'm just going to slice across to the easiest point to do so. I highly doubt I'll be using this coal, because I have that giant thing that should supply plastic for the majority of the game. Oh, why am I mining coal instead of the trees? Okay, let's see, my initial coal deposit is, well, I have enough coal to run grenades for a while. I'll have to automate that at some point to be more, no, I'll have a train or something delivering coal onto the bus, rather. Speaking of trains, I should probably make some soon, because getting down here is a pain. I also don't have enough walls, so I need to fix that as well. Did they actually get through that forest without, like, getting stuck? That's unusual. I need to arm that entire thing and also get stuffs. Get some more ammo, get some more walls. Got some concrete, even though I'm not going to need that much for a while. Not that, I don't want to open that. This is why I don't like how, well, actually, I could probably set up my computer to not do that. But at least it didn't open GIMP. Ah! If it had opened GIMP, then I would be here for like 20 minutes, like waiting for GIMP to like shut down. Because GIMP is like that. Okay, so the oil is up there, and I'm just going to plot my refinery to the south, I guess. I'll figure it out soon. Well, I have to figure it out now, rather. This might be actually a good location because there's open space to the east where I can put a main fueling station for trains. But time will tell. I need a bit more parallax. Okay. Yeah. Plenty of infrastructure work to do. Plenty of electrical network redundancy to handle. Okay. So I want to get power over to the down, defend the entire line, bring it around. And then preferably I should either do a cleanse down there or something just to not have to deal with the enemies. But of course, I'll just plot these down somewhere. Eventually I want to shove speed modules in them, but that's far in the future. What would be a good place for a refinery? Because right up here in this space is pretty nice. The issue, of course, would be batteries and plastic and getting them to the bus, which I could do by train. Just have a short shuttle going back and forth, delivering those, instead of having a line, which would be annoying. But, oh well. I have turret 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, this corner is going to get a shit ton of activity, so I should probably have more turrets here. Probably being the key word. It is a corner. Am I out of small electric poles? 4th radar down. I can now see. Wow, that aligned perfectly without any intention for it to do so. Anyways, I'm going to have to severely defend this place because it's not going to be pretty. I'll just give you all those. I'm well aware that that blob is going to eventually come over and attack, but oh well. I'll finish the wall first. Some drag power. This is at the very border, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem, but I cannot be sure of anything, so I will just defend as is. I don't know if I'm ever going to want to dump laser turrets all the way down here, but as a precaution, it's good to have the ability to do so. This is probably not going to be the point of entry for any biters, but oh. I'm also considering using the special anti-biter wall arrays to prevent spawning, but I don't know how those work exactly, so I had to do some work to figure that out. 4. Also, researcher range? Yes, please. Because reach range is a pain in the ass in this game. Okay, let's see. There's an attack group being formed there. So I know, I sort of know where it's going to go for. I should probably provision for that. The key thing is having enough defense that one turret isn't overburdened by the entire wave. So I will work for that end. Also, I honestly cannot wait for Lab Research Speed 2 to be done, because it'll make everything so much faster. Well, I'm out of extra ammo, so I will use my personal stash a bit. Yeah. That should be satisfactory for now, at least. I don't have the substations, don't I? I don't have substations. I could just pop a substation out and handle all of this for me. Usually I like to make these arrays pretty, but honestly it's not worth the effort. So I'm gonna get water is gonna be the main question. I could have a train to bring water over, or I can just splurge off of the concrete line, which is more likely. Because I do have a pump there. I can't get substations. You are valuable. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I guess like that should be enough space for a refinery. I mean, I need a bunch of oil refineries, and I can do cracking plastic. I can do plastic down here, I guess, and stuff. And I'll have my main fueling stations over here or something. I mean, it depends on what I do. I'll mostly have my main line running over here because I don't think I can run it through the base. I'll probably run passenger trains over here or something. But who knows? I also have that space over here and I can landfill for some stuff, but it will be to be determined. Oil refineries. I'll build 5. That should be endgame tier. I'm not going to be using oil liquefaction. I mean coal liquefaction because I don't find a reason to do that. But things will depend on what happens. Also, I'm mining out of stone. Though given them a copious amounts of landfill I'm using, it's not really a surprise. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Do I have trains? No, I don't. I don't have engines, that's why. Okay. Now we need to automate engines for a number of science packs, I think. Well, while I build some other stuff, I will pop on better roads. I will need to build a bunch of chemical factories to build my plastic, which can be made. Plastic and silver can be made on site, which is very nice. Sulfuric is going to be more of a pain, but I mean, sulfuric is not really that high on the necessity list. Also, I'm backed up in. Yeah, I don't even need to set up that other iron deposit now, because this is doing fine. Probably because everything else is backed up, and the limiting factor is probably copper, but... Yeah, some of the miners aren't even working. Yeah, do I have solar? Yeah, I have solar. I'm going to want to automate solar, and I want to automate lamps. And then I'm going to want to build a solar field in there. Unless they just... Well, if I want to build an iron unload, I can put it over here or something. It's not too much of a big deal. Yeah, solar panels. I'm eventually going to need to automate solar panels, and I'll be using passive providers as soon as possible. Lamps. What do lamps require? Oh wait, solar requires steel, copper, electronic. Lamps require iron and electronic. I won't be able to just do what I want to do for this, I guess, unless I use undergrounds. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use more space than that. We're going to be making solar panels. And you're going to be outputting to a steel chest. You're going to need an input and a splitter. So it's going to be half of that and half of that. Oops. I am aware that this is not the most efficient way to do things. This is how I do things because it's easier. I apologize if this triggers anyone, which it inevitably will because it's Factorio. I need another long inserter. That's not going to have the capacity I need. Also, I'm taking damage? I'll keep that in mind if I have to. I'm out of ammo. Either I'm out of ammo or I'm lacking something. Okay, it's a different issue. Piercing regular rounds just apparently aren't enough, which means I will have to defend better. Can I shove him there? No. Thankfully, gun turret damage upgrade should do wonders for that. Also, steel production seems to be... Oh, because I'm actually using steel now. That's just an issue of smelting capacity, and I'll handle that quickly enough, I guess. Battery and engine. Engine is necessary for trains. And I'm going to want trains very soon to deliver stuff to the bus. So you're going to need a thing. Yeah, I do have enough space for this. You're out of power too, I think. Okay, so I need, if I want to build lamps, I'm going to need iron stick and iron plate. If I want to build accumulators, which I do not have access to yet, that's going to be a different set of things. And well, I'll build accumulators later when I have batteries going into the bus. Although I'll actually make batteries on the bus more likely. I don't have sulfuric acid being produced. Like over here or something. Which is a terrible idea. Sulfuric acid is going to require sulfur and iron. It's going to be faster for me to just snag an iron mine off and manually drive it over. I should also up my copper smelting capacity. Because I'm very much aware that that is not the most efficient part of this factory. The question is going to be where I want to break things off. It seems like this might be a good place. Locomotive, railway. Motor volts are shitty solutions because of that. I didn't want to move the electric pole. I don't want it to do that. There's got to be a better way to... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I would do it to the left. Where it's sane. This episode might get a little long, but it's Factorio. You don't complain about that. Does it actually matter where it goes in? If it doesn't, I'll just plug it over here, I guess. Not the nicest solution, but it works. As long as I leave space for the copper smokers, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's barely not touching this copper line. I cannot clear this with a... Actually, I can. I think the reaches should be big enough to just clear that. I may be pushing it a little bit. Also, I want one pipe unit to splint off of here. Can I pull it off? Yes, I can. Thank you, Factorio devs. You have provided for a brand new system of debauchery. Okay, I'm gonna need an insane amount of pipe to ground. But once it arrives, so that will be it. I'll have all my materials necessary and ready and prepared and everything. Yeah, I'm not going to have pipe to ground for a little bit. I could probably put it here. Actually, I don't want to build there because I didn't space these for my standard highway. I'll have to respace. How much will happen if I cut it off there? No, I have redundancy. It's fine. There's a gap in my turrets I probably want to take care of. Oh well. Also, that took damage, didn't it? If it took damage, I want to take care of that right now because it's going to be ugly when damage gets taken. Yeah, I took damage because there is no defense on this side of the wall. I will fix that, and it's using regular rounds, which it almost has none of, so I will replenish that. You are also running out. I'll give you the rest of those. Oh, wait, they aren't running out. They never had any to begin with, rather. So they're trying to get in. Where are they aiming? Actually, I have no idea where they're aiming. Regardless, I'll use defenses here, which make things better. I have lamps. Let me place lamps. Okay. I see forest. I could probably shove this through without too many problems. I love how they're giving like 4 or 5 trees in like the same spot, and it makes everything just more complicated. Okay, iron line has arrived. Next is water and the highway. And I want lamps. Because I can't see. Can I actually place these while from this distance? Yes, I can. Unfortunately, Factorio's smart connections don't seem to work. Okay, they don't work. It's a little too far. I have water. Excellent. Okay, so I will most likely circuit condition my my cracking. So until then, we'll have to do this. Also, I don't remember which port is which. I will, for like the advanced oil processing, I just hope that it's correct. And I will do okay. I'm gonna want to pipe my things to the east, most likely, I guess. My outputs would be to the east. And I'll figure out what to do, because I do have the space here, which I do want to use for solid fuel production. You can never have too many of those in early game. Let's see, I want to connect these. The pollution cloud is going to be pretty intense. Battery, fluid. I'm not going to use fluid wagons for a while. Battery, explosives, braking force, bullet shooting speed. It's cheap. I'll get bullet shooting speed. Okay, time to address various issues in my system, such as not enough smelting. I do have 12 smelters, and I have no resources to build stuffs with smelters. I will assume that I'm going to be using those to capacity, because I do need more copper and steel. Well, it seems the issue here is mining capacity, so I will add more miners as well. And get my second line ready, I assume. Isn't it lovely how we are being attacked? Oh, gotta wait for everything to be placed. I should have just automated more of this, but rip. Actually, let me just grab electronic circuits from the line. It'll make things significantly less complicated. There, I can make the inserters now without having to like deal with the copper wire. I should probably double electronic circuit production as soon as possible as well. Anyways, I want to go up there and upgrade this line, and then I want to get this line going. And I didn't have enough of anything. That's a little bit more, and I need to get the splitter up there, and I need to get these set up. Okay, we have our second copper line. Now we need to upgrade steel, which is always a bottleneck because steel is hard to make in terms of time. I need to build 2 more inserters, so I have 6, I think. Great. Increase steel production and copper production. Now, of course, it's going to be limited because I sort of don't have as much capacity on this end. Also, is that lag? Yes, it's lag. It's interesting. I'm getting lag already. I should save. Everything here seems to be fine. Let's see. So yeah, I'm going to do some minor fix-up, and I'm going to leave the oil refinery for next episode. I think that would be best. Yeah, I don't have enough copper input to run another set of electronic circuit, excuse me. And I do want to get landfill up, but building a solar field is going to take time. Also, is it the limiting factor really the inserter? Yeah, the limiting factor was an inserter. Good God. No power, really? There, have it. Power. Is that still not enough? Yeah, that's... The limiting factor on landfill production is the fact that the inserters cannot pick up the stone fast enough. That is amazing. I'll grab some concrete. I don't need 890 units of concrete, but I will take some. I prefer the concrete within the stone brick design, A, because it looks cool on the map, and B, because it makes roads easily visible from the map, no matter what kind of background it is. So on the desert, the concrete doesn't stand out, and on the swamp, what's it called? The stone brick doesn't stand out. By doing this, you can see it regardless. Oops, not that. And I find it nice, because I am a roads and trains person. And I mean walking roads. I don't do automobiles at all in my games. Which you will most likely find out very soon. Also, that's done. Nice. Battery. I want laser turrets as soon as possible so I don't have to deal with the problems of having to manually refuel. Let's see. I want to blow everything up, but with mining. In one game, I actually automated a small mining drill production, and not mining drill, small electric pole production with, and it was pretty awesome actually, because I would just dump all my wood in a storage chest, and it would just do everything. It made life easier because I don't use medium usually. I only use medium for crossing greater distances, and I use small for pretty much everything. Because wood is usually really plentiful. In a non-wood game, I would probably consider using medium, except medium is really expensive because of the steel requirement. Which is the main thing against using medium, in my opinion. It's just too expensive to have to use steel for your what's it called? Everything's. Do I have lamps? I will build a lamp so I can see. Oh. So yeah, oil refinery is coming up next time. So yeah, everything looks pretty decent, I guess. No holes in the walls that I haven't noticed. Everything looks pretty good. So yeah, that was another episode of Factorio Dangerous. Thanks for watching, everyone. Spenfree out. See you guys next time. Save again because why not?